But in the meantime, is Energy Secretary Steven Chu backpedaling as fast as he can? In 2008, Secretary Chu said the U.S. should figure out how to boost the price of gasoline to the levels in Europe. Then, just last week, he essentially did it again. Secretary Chu said that reducing gas prices is not the overall goal of the Energy Department. Now that's when the storm started, and he started taking lots of heat. Today, Secretary Chu seemed to change his tune at a Senate Energy Committee hearing.
Are you saying that you no longer share the view that we need to figure out how to boost gasoline prices in America?
I no longer share that view.
You did then, but you don't now.
When I became Secretary of Energy, I represented the U.S. government, and I think that right now, in this economic, very slow but return, that we need to have these prices could well affect the comeback of our economy, and we're very worried about that. And so, of course, we don't want the price of gasoline to go up. We want it to go down.
Senator John Barrasso was at the Energy Committee hearing. He joined us, and I think the best way to describe that is awkward.
Not just the Secretary of Energy, but the President in the past has made statements about energy prices going up. The Secretary of Interior said he would oppose offshore drilling even at $10 a gallon for gasoline. The policies of this administration have consequences, and the policies are hurting the American people, and we're seeing it right now, Greta, the pain at the pump.
I suppose in looking at what the overall goal was not to make the American people pay more necessarily, but to try to change the appetite a little bit so that we could wean ourselves off foreign oil and become much more self-sufficient and change the way we look at energy. So it wasn't as though he was trying to make people to pay more, but rather he was hoping to sort of reshape our appetite.
Well, this is the same Secretary of Energy who very recently awarded $10 million of taxpayer money for a prize for what was supposed to be an affordable and an efficient light bulb. And
well, that's chump change compared to Solyndra. I mean, I'll take that $10 million for
the winner. The light bulb that was the winner cost $50 a bulb. So the average house had 40 light bulbs. So there went $2,000 to change out the light bulbs in your house for a more energy efficient light bulb. Greta, people across the country realize what they want is some energy security, which they're not getting, and affordable energy, which they're not getting under this administration.
I'm sort of curious. Jay Carney, the press secretary today, said that the president did not ask Secretary Chu to basically dial it back. I would have asked a follow-up question. Did the president tell the chief of staff to tell him to dial it back? I mean, I can't imagine the president doesn't want him to sort of dial back what he's doing, what he's saying.
Well, the president's policies have caused the panic that they now have in the White House because the price of gas has gone up 30 cents in the last 30 days. It's doubled since the time Barack Obama has become president. There are things we can do today to help lower the cost of gasoline, and yet the president just this last Thursday, Greta, was on the phone lobbying members of the Senate to vote against the Keystone XL pipeline, which brings oil from Canada to the United States, puts 20,000 American workers back to work. The economy, we still have over 8% unemployment. We have high gas prices, and yet the president is still fighting us working toward American energy security.
Senator, thank you. Sorry to cut so short, but a lot of news tonight. Thank you, sir.
Thanks for having me.